Good morning, guys. My name is Omar. Today, I'll be directing you guys through the directions for the first phase of the 24-day challenge. The first phase is a cleanse phase. It's only 10 days long. Pretty much, it cleanses the body. You take a group of supplements here, which I have in front of me. You cleanse the body out, similar to pulling a dryer filter out of the dryer and taking all the lint out. It's pretty much doing the same thing, but with your body. Putting you on a meal plan of 5 meals a day. Your meals need to be 2 to 3 hours apart. The supplements that you are receiving or that you're going to receive once you purchase the cleanse is Spark, Herbal Cleanse Kit, which includes fiber and a probiotic AM pill and an Herbal Cleanse PM pill. You have your catalysts here, which are your BCAAs, which support muscle tone, also good for strength and energy. And you also get a thing of Omegaplex, which are your fish oils. Supports heart health and increases overall wellness. The thing about Advocare products, they pretty much always do what they say they do on the label. So I trust these products. I've done the cleanse myself. I actually plan on doing the cleanse again. Right now, I'm gonna take you guys through the steps to complete the full 10 days. So the steps that I coach you through now, you can just watch this video over every morning if you want to. I'm trying to get precise as possible. I'm reading as if I don't know what's going on. I pretty much send a picture message to those that purchase the cleanse, and I have them set it as their background on their phone or their lock screen. You just keep it up there for 10 days. I mean, you may have your wife or your kid up there. Just take it up there for 10 days. Use it to help you get through this phase. As soon as you're done, you can throw it back up there. If you choose to do the entire 24 days, then I'll do another video showing you how to continue with day 11 through 24. But the best way to start, of course, you have to start at day 1. So day 1 through 10 is this system here, the cleanse. So I'm going to coach you guys through the cleanse. So stay tuned, watch the entire video. If you have any tips or comments or questions, I want you guys to comment below, because I want other people to be able to look down at the comments. They may have the same question you have, and they may see that question in the comments, and that question is already answered. So don't be afraid to ask questions. It's fine. Even if it's the same question, you need a better understanding, ask me again. Okay, before we start, I want to give you guys a quick little overview of my setup here. Like I said, it's 5 meals a day. Right here, we have breakfast, which I'll explain in detail. We also have our midday snack. We have lunch. I went with 2 lunches to give you guys a sense of variety of what you can choose from. We have our afternoon snack here. And then we have our dinner here, which you'll notice has no carbs. But once again, I'll get into detail about that as well. Up top, we have our supplements. We have a food scale, which you will need, and also measuring cups for portion control. I'll talk about that at the end of the video. Right now, I just want to get through the meat of the video, actually going through the process. So stay tuned. Okay, so you'll notice that I'm holding the phone. What I'm reading off of are the directions. I also have a checklist on paper. If you get it from me in person, I can give you the checklist. I like to use the picture on my phone simply because I can have you guys set it as your background or your lock screen. And when it's time to refer to what do I need to do today, you can just pull this up here and go like this. So number 1, 30 minutes before breakfast, take AM probiotic restore capsules and take 3 catalysts and drink a Spark. So I'm gonna actually take you guys through this. So it's going live right here. So I got 8 ounces of water, just to this black line, drink about half of it out, open this up, take my Spark. Try to do this as quick as possible. I don't want you guys to have to watch too long. Here we go. Take a whole capsule of Spark, add it to your water, shake it up real good. It's 30 minutes before breakfast. So in your Herbal cleanse, you'll get a pack that's together. It says AM and PM. AM is on my right, PM is on my left. So I'm tearing this in half, and I'm gonna take the AM, of course, because this is for breakfast. AM here. Anytime you take catalyst, the serving size is 3 pills. So your catalyst is here. It's your BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, fuel the muscles. The pills look like this. Here. So I'm gonna go ahead. I pretty much don't have a problem with pills. I can take it all at once. So I'm taking my Spark and all my supplements all at once. This is still only step 1. Step 1 will be done after this. Step 1, done. As I go through the steps, you'll notice that the meals will start disappearing off the table. I want it to be as if we're actually going through this process. You're actually consuming these meals. I'm consuming these meals, putting them to the side. So by the end of this video, this table should be clear of food at least. Of course, you'll still have some supplements left. Step 2, I'm reading it right off the picture. With breakfast, take Advocare fiber. Your Advocare fiber comes in this box here. Looks like this. You can briskly stir, blend, or shake 1 pack into 8 ounces of water. So your 8 ounces of water is going to be halfway, which is this black line here, indicated with this black line here. You can also mix some type of non-calorie beverage, i.e. Mio Fit. I know you guys see the little Mio squirt to add a little flavor because the fiber comes in 3 different flavors, but I usually go with the unflavored so I can add my own flavor. Doesn't really bother me much, so I usually just pour it and go ahead and drink it. You'll get to see that soon. After breakfast, you're gonna take 2 Omegaplex. And so now I'm gonna walk you guys through part 2. So step 2, I have my breakfast here, which consists of 6 egg whites. You'll notice that the eggs have no yellow in them, just because they're egg whites. I threw the yolks away. I also have my oatmeal here, so I'm eating egg whites and oatmeal for breakfast. For my sugar, I'm not adding brown sugar or real sugar. I'm adding Trivia to it. Give my oatmeal a little sweet taste. Make it taste better, of course. So I'm gonna go ahead and it's actually gonna be my breakfast. It's not just a video, so this is a win-win for me. So of course you just open the Trivia, add it to your oatmeal, stir it up, and this is your breakfast: egg whites and oatmeal. You also have the option to do a meal replacement shake for breakfast. Let's just say you're kind of busy on the go, don't really have time to make that breakfast, got the kids going, you can do a meal replacement. I don't have any here to show you guys, but they are for sale on the Advocare site. You can purchase them from me. So instead of that, you could take you a meal replacement, go ahead and add the fiber to your meal replacement, and you would just drink that down and you'll be done with step 2. I'm gonna go ahead and eat it. So now that I ate my 6 egg whites and oatmeal, I'm going to show you the other part of phase 2, which is the fiber, which I was talking about earlier. Like I said, it doesn't really bother me. This fiber pack is unflavored. I'm going to mix it with 8 ounces of water. So I got my 8 ounces here, once again, indicated by the black line here. I'm going to mix my fiber drink in it. Fiber here. Pour it in there, pour it in there. You don't want it to sit too long on the fiber. Definitely don't want to put it in the refrigerator, shake it up. Taking my fish oils, my Omegaplex, which I mentioned earlier. I'll just do these at the same time as well. After that breakfast meal, right away. Still step 2. End of step 2 after this. Set that to the side. That's my fiber for today. Step 2 is done. Starting step 3, once again, reading off of the picture message that I can send you or email to you. Step 3 says morning snack: a 1/4 cup almonds, cashews, or walnuts with sea salt or plain, and 1 piece of fruit. My fruit for my meal 1 is gonna be an orange. And I have a 1/4 cup of almonds here. Of course, you're gonna use a measuring cup. Just take your measuring cup, scoop out a 1/4 cup of almonds of whatever almonds you purchase, either sea salt or plain. Those are your only options. And that's it for step 3. Your meals are 2 to 3 hours apart. This is what's gonna help pick up that metabolism, get your metabolism burning at a steady rate. So that snack is to be consumed after 2 to 3 hours after after breakfast. I'm reading off of here, and as I go off of here, I'm actually showing you guys, so I'm gonna make it as easy as possible. So step 4, 30 minutes before lunch, take 3 catalysts and drink another Spark. So 30 minutes prior to the time that you'll eat your lunch, you'll take another 8 ounces of water. You can use more water on the Spark if the flavor is too strong for you. If you want to dilute it a little bit, you can use a little more water, kind of tone it down if the flavor is too strong for you. But you're gonna take 8 ounces here, get your Spark, add that scoop again. Only need 1 scoop. If you have the packets, the single pouches, then it's only one pouch. If you decide to go with the packets instead of the canister, I'm using the canister, of course. I'm at the very end of my canister. So I'm gonna shake this up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. It's gonna be my last Spark serving for my cleanse on day 1. Once again, anytime you take the catalyst, it's gonna be 3 capsules. The serving size is 3. 3 capsules of the catalyst, 30 minutes prior to lunch. That's what you'll do. Take that Spark. I'm not gonna drink a second one because I'll be wired in church because I'm actually on the way to church. But so 30 minutes prior to lunch, gonna drink this Spark, take it down with the capsules, just how I did in the beginning of the video. And step 4 is done. Lunch. Step 5 is strictly lunch. Lunch is a protein, which is gonna be your meat source, a carb, and a veggie. Once again, I gave you guys 2 options here. I'll use 2 of my meal prep meals to kind of show you the variety that you can go with. It's really unlimited as far as seasoning. You want to go with stuff that's low sodium, nothing high with sodium. Peppers are fine. We want to use as much natural seasoning, maybe some cut up onions, sauteed onions, green bell peppers, just natural flavor, and trying to stay away from all that sodium because you are cleansing the body. You don't want to put all that salt back into the body. So I'm going to show you my 2 meals that I have here. You don't want to cut carbs. Keep the carbs in there. I know a lot of people try to cut carbs to lose weight. For your lunch, you need to have the carbs. Do not skip those carbs. Here are my lunch meals. Once again, I'm just showing you guys 2 to show you guys a variety. You can just go with either one or, of course, make your own. My 2 lunch meals, I have a romaine lettuce wrap. I have lean ground turkey here, lean ground turkey. I have some brown rice that I made in the rice cooker. And for my vegetables, I'm gonna actually use these romaine lettuce wraps and wrap this meat up in it in the rice, and that's gonna be considered my vegetable serving, these romaine lettuce wraps. The portions I'll go over at the end. I have a paper here. The portions are based off your weight, so I'll go over that later. Right now, we're sticking to step 5, which is lunch, so that's one of my meals that you could go with. Another meal that I have here, I have sweet potatoes, which is my carb, broccoli, which is my vegetable, and I also have my protein source, which is just chicken breast. So that's another meal you can go with. The options are really unlimited as long as you're within the parameters of as far as the meals, the food that you can and cannot have. These are foods that you can have. It doesn't have to be nasty. The seasoning is to your liking. There's no sodium, nothing crazy. And that's the end of step 5. Try to eat as much of it as you can. What you can't eat, stop there. Try to save it for later. Maybe use it for another meal. That's kind of how I got a mixture of rice and sweet potatoes. I mean, don't waste the money. Go ahead and use it. And that's the end of step 5. End of step 5. Lunch. Yeah. Step 6. Afternoon snack. Once again, it's going to be a 1/4 cup of almonds, cashews, or walnuts, plain or with sea salt, no crazy flavors, and 1 piece of fruit. So my afternoon snack, I'm gonna go with a banana and a 1/4 cup of almonds. Once again, just take a 1/4 cup, scoop it out of whatever almonds you purchase. That's your snack. On the fruit, no grapes, no pineapples, no watermelon. Don't do it. The cleanse comes with the list of the food that you can and can't have. If it's not on the list to say that you can have it, don't have it. You want to do it right, don't have it. You want this process to work, if it's not on the paper, don't have it. You can ask me, I'll respond. But pretty much, if it's not on here, if it's not in black and white, we're not gonna go with it. Stick to the program. Don't make up your own way to do this. Just follow the instructions. Really simple. Step 7 is your dinner. Your protein and at least 1.5 to 3 cups of veggies. You cannot eat enough of veggies ever. They're considered free food, so feel free to indulge and eat all you can. After dinner, you're gonna take 2 Omegaplex. What we're talking about as far as the vegetables is this. Okay, let's say you eat your dinner. Dinner is no carbs. So here I just have protein and vegetables. Let's say I eat this, but I still feel hungry, and it's time to lay down, but you don't want to go to sleep feeling like, oh, I'm still hungry. You know the feeling of hunger, and so you just want to be more full. So what you would do is go grab more vegetables. You can't overeat on vegetables. Even for lunch, if you eat your lunch meal and you decide that, oh, I'm still full, what I just had isn't enough, you can have more vegetables. Not more protein, not more carbs, only more vegetables, especially for dinner because there aren't any carbs. So you're just going with protein and vegetables, which is here, while I only have the chicken here. And I went with romaine lettuce wraps. I got 2 big leaves in there. Maybe I can go with 3 or 4 to get a bigger serving if I'm still hungry after I eat this. But that's my dinner. Immediately after dinner, you're going to take your Omegaplex, which we also took earlier today. And the serving size will always be 2 for the Omegaplex. And you're going to take these 2 fish oils down with just some water. The water that you use for to take your supplements is not inclusive of the gallon of water that you need per day during this cleanse. Even if you weren't during the cleanse, you want to get a good amount of water in your system, stay hydrated. Water that you consume to take your supplements is not included in the full gallon of water that you need during this cleanse. You want to have a good amount of water in you because you don't want to get congested, especially with the fiber. You want to make sure that you constantly pumping that water. You may run to the restroom a little bit, but that's going to be fine. Pretty much made this video so that you can probably watch it every morning before you start your cleanse. Think about what you need to do. If you forget, shoot, run the video back. Fast forward to the last point you left off at. So we just finished step 7, protein and vegetables. As you notice, pretty much the table has cleared now. All the food's been eaten. We only have 1 step left, and our supplements. I'm going to start you off. I'm going to finish with step 8. Reading off of the picture message. Take PM pack of Herbal cleanse before bedtime with a full glass of water. If you don't have a full, so you're just going to take your PM pack, which came from your Herbal cleanse kit. It was attached to the AM pack that you took earlier, but this is your PM pack. You'll take it right before you go to sleep with a full glass of water. And those are your 8 steps. Once again, these are your Advocare supplements. I'm Omar Moore, Advocare advisor. You can contact me to purchase your cleanse. At the end of this video, now that I've showed you this, I'm going to give you guys a few tips. So just stay tuned. I'm also going to give you guys the heads up on the portions that you need to have and how that goes, the foods that you can and can't have. Okay, so the last part of my video, I'm not on it, of course, but I'm just going to give you guys a visual here, is the portion control. So it's pretty much based off of how much you weigh. If I don't live near you or I'm coaching you long distance, I'll have you weigh yourself, and you would stick with the weight class based off of your weight, of course. Small is under 140, medium 141 to 224, and large 225 plus. So this is what you're going to use to determine your portions. Once again, I'll start out with the main meals, which is your protein, your veggie, and your carbs. So for your protein, let's say for lunch you have chicken. You want 5 ounces of chicken. For your vegetables for lunch, you want 1 cup of vegetables. For your carbs for lunch, you want 1/2 cup or 4 ounces. Now this is only for the main meals. I'll get to the fruit in a little bit. The main portions that I'm going over right now are your proteins, your vegetables, and your carbs. Just displayed here. protein, vegetable, and your carbs. The way that you measure your protein, you want 5 ounces. You buy a food scale from Walmart. Take that food scale, zero it out. The chicken that you cook, you just go ahead and sit it on there. If you're cooking turkey, same thing. No matter what the food source is, you sit your food on the scale, and it's going to weigh it for you. You want it to be how many ounces for medium? 5 ounces. 5 ounces is what I'm going for. So I'm at 4.9. And that's 5.2. No more though. Less is fine, but definitely no more. And I'm at 4.9. So I would take that source of meat, source of protein, and put it back in here. That's my dinner. You would do the same thing for your vegetables and for your carbs. Your vegetables, you're going to use a cup for. Scoop out your broccoli. So for this meat source, for my vegetable source here, I cooked a whole lot of broccoli. I took 1 cup. I scooped all this broccoli out. And that broccoli fills my 1 cup. That's a 1 cup portion. That's what it says. 1 cup right there for the medium class. So I'm going to hold this, capture still image here, so you guys can pause and kind of get an idea. So I'm just going to hold it steady for you. That's the information that you need. Pause it. Look at it. That's what you need. These are your foods. Do's and don'ts. Proteins. You got whitefish, salmon, tuna, chicken, turkey breasts. Vegetables. You got asparagus, onions, tomatoes, cucumbers. Carbs. You got sweet potatoes, yams, brown rice, oatmeal. And that's it for the main meals. Your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So pause it, check out the foods you can't have, foods you cannot have. Pause it, check it out. There you go. Last portion here, the portion that we didn't cover. For your portions, for your snack, your midday and mid-afternoon snack, it's only going to consist of a fruit and a healthy fat. For your fruit, you're going 1 small fruit. As long as it's not grapes, watermelon, or pineapples, you're good. You have a list of fruits here that you can choose from. Grapefruit, green apples, peaches, pears, any berries. I use oranges. You see oranges are there. And I also use a banana. You see the banana is there. For your healthy fats, a 1/4 cup. No matter which class, well, it's a 1/8 cup up top, a 1/4 cup here, and a 1/4 cup here. Your options are almonds, cashews, and walnuts. No peanut butter. It says peanut butter, no peanut butter, no peanuts. Key notes are things you shouldn't have. No dairy. No pasta. No bread. Anything else that's questionable, once again, comment below. Let me know. I'll clear it up for you. Someone may have that same question. So this is your shopping menu. This is your grocery menu here. You can pause it right here. Check it out.